Hello, Internet and patrons. That's right, this is another one of those videos where the patrons get early access. Probably about only a couple of days in this case because I had some technical difficulties. I recorded this whole thing with microphone turned off. And I didn't find that out until today, so I'm having to re-record last minute. Anyway, to the point, maybe. Around this time of year, depending on when you're watching this, but in the case of you when I'm recording this and hopefully when I'm uploading this, around this time of year, about 5 years ago, I uploaded my first video to YouTube. It's been 5 years. And you know what that means? It's time for a clip show. No, that was a stupid idea. I don't know why people invented that in the first place. If you want a clip show, just watch the old content on my channel. It's there. You can see it. What I'd rather do is like look forward to the things I should be doing, the things that I want to do, and whether or not I actually have the time to do that. Those, it's plural, those. Anyway, one thing that I should definitely do more of is videos like this, where the patrons get early access, because I need to make the Patreon experience a little more valuable. Ideally, I should also be doing like Patreon exclusives, but I have no idea what that looks like, or would look like now. So let's put a pin in that. Know it's the thing that I should be doing, and like figure it out whenever. The observant among you may have also noticed that I've started to do YouTube Shorts, and they are doing good things for the channel. So I should probably do more of those. And I need to work time to do those. Maybe I'm hoping for now to deliver like one short per week. I mean, I got plenty of old footage archived, and some of it's funny. At least I think so. That's the thing. My sense of humor is like apparently not aligned with the majority of the sense of humor out there. Does that make sense grammatically? Does anybody even care about that? The point is, I look at the things that are trending and funny on social media, and I don't get it. And the things I think are funny, apparently, but you know what? There's probably a niche audience somewhere. So yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with the niche audience. You got to niche down. That's the YouTube thing, niche down. And I know the last time I did one of these videos here, I kind of mentioned I want to work on kind of commentary on blockchain technology and all the the naysayers or the naysayer opinions and commentary on why we should get rid of it and why many of their arguments are just not based in reason. And I am writing a script on that very slowly, but I'm kind of debating on whether or not it would actually be a good idea to actually make this video. Primarily because I think my primary motivation is like just ego stroking. You know, like me going, well, you're not being rational here, and I can show you. You know, that sort of thing. You know, would it actually be beneficial? You know, so I'm kind of dragging my feet on the script writing for that reason. Also because I know it's going to be like a freaking huge video. I'm going to be sitting here for hours just talking at a camera. And I may even have to do it in multiple sessions, meaning I'll have to like wear the same shirt every single session. And make sure everything looks exactly the same. Every single, you know, it's I don't know. It's question mark. I'm working on it. It's just question mark. Now, back in the day, I don't know if many of you know this, apparently people who were watching the channel back in my Fallout 3 days are still watching the channel. I've learned that recently. So maybe some of you out there actually noticed that back in the day, early when I was doing gaming videos, I was trying to like mix in like philosophical, educational content in with the video games, and well, I kind of figured out that doesn't work. Not just because people aren't interested in it, but because, let's just say, when I'm trying to think about something, when I'm trying to deliver information for informational purposes, for educational purposes. I need to focus, and video games are very demanding about the attention. So it didn't work out well. And I'm an idiot, so I was stubborn, and a lot of my early content, I was trying to force that in there. And well, let's just say I wised up and eventually started delivering the content in a separate format. School doesn't teach, and what was the other? Random Thoughts. That was a terrible name for it. Well, that's what I chose, and it's there, and then yeah, and well, I stopped because I felt like I had said everything that I can say, and if I tried to keep making more content about that, I'd just be repeating myself, and I hate repeating myself. Um, but, and if anybody's wondering why I keep looking this way, it's because, this is where my OBS is right here, and the timestamp is down here. I'm trying to not make this very long. This may be a thing that I could do for, like, the patrons, like early access, or maybe even exclusive content. I don't even know why it'll be exclusive content. I don't know. But it's a thing that I could do and probably should do, because, and I say should because it is kind of like a proven educational technique that if you want to learn something, you should get good at teaching it. And, since I've not been attempting to teach this type of philosophical self-improvement, kind of make yourself the best version of you kind of thing, I may be kind of getting a little lax in that department, in the self-improvement, make yourself better, blah, 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 blah kind of thing. So I probably should be making content like that. Now, as for the actual gaming stuff, the stuff that people probably come here for, and the content that I really kind of enjoy doing. I'm not saying I don't enjoy, like, the educational, talking about ideas and complex stuff, because, I mean, that's just who I am. It's just, like, kind of hard to put that into a video and make it make sense, and then kind of, like, do the SEO so it shows up in, in front of the people who want to see it, and fit it in with, like, the gaming side of the house. It's, it's like question mark, why are you doing this? It doesn't make sense. It might even confuse the YouTube algorithm, assuming the YouTube algorithm is smart enough to get confused. But as for the actual gaming side of house, first of all, if you want to see me play a game, there's a comment section for a reason. You can get down there and, type in the things you want me to see. You want me to see? You want me to see? I don't think I said that right. The things you want me to play for you to see. Maybe that's what I was trying to say. Look, this is a last-minute recording. I don't have a script. I didn't write a script. I didn't take the time to write a script. This is all improv. Improv! Like I was saying, the gaming side of house. If you want to see something, type it in the section down there in the comments. Do the typing thing. Oh, by the way, I have a green screen. Maybe you're seeing the green screen right now, and maybe you're seeing, like, this like ugly splotch right here. That it came out of the package that way. If I can get the chroma key working right, you won't see that. So I don't even know why I pointed that out. But if you're seeing some actual green screen behind me and it's like a little, like, grainy and noisy, I blame that on the webcam and the terrible lighting, and the fact that this is like a little too shiny to be a green screen. It was cheap. Oh, and if you're seeing artwork, I did that in Blender. But anyway, the actual gaming side of house. I guess let's start with, like, let's just go down the time slots. The first time slot in the week is the Monday night Play the Character. That's a series where I play open world RPGs. Well, open world RPGs, and I play a character. Usually just me. I'm a character, right? Right now, Skyrim, man. It's going to be Skyrim for a very, very long time, because it's a big freaking game. There's a lot to do, and I'm an idiot. I think I had to do everything in a game that the game won't let me do. So, there you go. But I mean, even though Skyrim is taking a long time, I'm having a good time. because yeah, I've already done this like video previously. It's going to show up like right here in the upper right. You know, the little cardamom jiggy. A link to the video I did on how Skyrim helped me overcome. Well, not really overcome. How Skyrim helped me manage depression. Uh, so this is like kind of a full circle kind of thing. You know, we'll just watch the video to get more details on that. But yeah, Skyrim. It's going to take a while, but you know, I'm having a good time. It's like kind of like a flashback. And yes, Elder Scrolls 6 is on the horizon. So, you know, hopefully I finish Skyrim before Elder Scrolls 6 and I can ideally I finish Sky wait, let's do it on okay, you finish okay, let's get my hand in frame. Finish Skyrim before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. Yeah. So in between, you know, I could do something else cuz I kind of want to finish the Witcher franchise. I won't do that between I won't be doing that anytime soon because I hear The Witcher 3 is pretty big, and I would have to pre-record it because boobs and wieners. I gotta censor that out. I kind of want to finish the Mass Effect trilogy, but I'm pretty sure that was also pretty big, and I'm pretty sure at some point, um, BioWare started doing the whole boobs and wieners thing. So again, pre-recorded, gotta censor. Thank you, video games, for making the production of YouTube content a little more difficult. I kind of want to finish the Risen trilogy, and if I'm lucky, between Skyrim and Elder Scrolls 6, I might be able to squeeze in Risen 2. Maybe. I hope. Uh, and yes, there's stuff that Piranha Bytes has done as well. Other stuff that Piranha Bytes has done as well that I might be interested in, such as the Gothic trilogy and Elix. And I'm forgetting their other games. Maybe those are their only games that they've done. I'm not sure. And yes, I'm aware of Starfield by Bethesda, and I love science fiction, so I'm very, very tempted to do it. And their description that it's basically Skyrim in space makes me kind of want to do it. But again, time issues. When would I have the time? I don't know. Because I have like 2 days to record in 3 time slots maximum. And speaking of that, the next time slot is, I guess, the Loremaster and Wilson show? I guess that's what we're calling it. Let's just say during the Steam summer sale, I bought a lot of games, a lot of Tex Murphy games, a lot of spooky games, and we will be doing those whenever we have time. It's hard to kind of manage our schedules because sometimes one of us isn't available, and you know, if one of us isn't available, we can't do the show. You know, that's just how it is. Uh, which is kind of why Tex Murphy Mean Streets is taking so freaking long. But there's content on the horizon for that show. And considering that we have made many, 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 many jokes, and by many, I mean like 3, of me torturing myself, I mean playing Dark Souls, and him providing emotional support in the form of making fun of me for being terrible at video games because I'm terrible at video games. Uh, you know, if you want to see me torture myself, I mean, play Dark Souls. Why does the camera not go over here? Anyway, comment section. Because I can make the Dark Souls thing happen. I could buy Dark Souls and torture myself. I mean, play Dark Souls on the channel. But I kind of don't want to do it unless a good number of people actually want it to happen. So if you want it to happen, comment section. Moving on, there's the Tuesday night time slot. I have no idea what to call that one. Right now, that is Satisfactory. And it's probably going to be Satisfactory until I can finally finish feeding the space elevator. And that's going to be a little awkward because on the 30th of November, you can see now why I kind of wanted to get this video out as soon as possible. On the 30th of November, a particular game gets a very anticipated update. And this is a game that I've played a couple times on the channel. And before I had a YouTube channel, I played the crap out of it. And, well, let's just say that, when I played it on the channel, I kind of got burnt out on it and kind of like stopped playing for a very long time. And there were some people who were attracted to the channel in the first place because I was playing this game, and you know what happens then when you stop playing a game that people kind of started watching the channel because of. It was like why are you playing this game? You gotta play this game. When are you gonna play this again? And well, here's the thing. I've been getting the urge to play this game again on the channel recently, and I've not been saying anything about it because, you know, I don't want to say anything and then get people's hopes up and expectations up, and then at the last minute kind of realize, I'm just not really feeling it, and then be stuck in the position of either forcing myself to play the game when I'm not really feeling it, or disappointing a bunch of people saying, you know what, I lied. But I'm kind of feeling it, and I'm getting a lot of ideas of things that I can do with this game, and I'm kind of getting more and more excited about it the closer we get to the actual release date. And well, to remove all mystery, the game is Minecraft. That's right, Minecraft 1.18, the final installment of the Caves and Cliffs update, completely changes the world, and I have ideas. Ideas that I won't talk about right now. Not because I don't want to talk about them right now, but because I wanna like leave a little mystery, you know. And I I probably won't be starting like exactly on the 30th because I have to wait for Optifine to update to 1.18. And I kind of need Optifine because it's necessary for a particular shader pack that I've decided I like, and I might even need to wait for the shader pack to update to 1.18 as well. I don't know about that, but there's that, and yeah, I kind of want to finish Satisfactory. I mean, I'm tempted to be like, okay, you know what? We'll put a pin in that, do this other game, and I'll continue feeding the space elevator off camera, and when we get ready to like finish Satisfactory once and for all, until the next update, I'll go back to it. But you know what's going to happen then? I will consciously put a pin in Satisfactory, start playing the other game, in this case Minecraft probably, and then I'll forget to do anything off camera with Satisfactory because I'll be so laser focused on what I'm doing right now, and then because that's just how my brain is. One, the longer a project takes, the more likely I am to like get distracted with other projects and then forget the one project. And two, if I try to do two projects at the same time, one of them is always going to take priority, and I'm going to figure out the other one. That's just it's like I have to be like all or nothing. So there's going to be a little awkward working arounding that's going to have to happen there. Other things that I want to play in this time slot. See, there's a lot of things I want to do, but not a lot of time. For the longest time, I've been wanting to do a survival series in Empyrean Galactic Survival, and back in the early days of the channel, I didn't really have a computer that could run it well. At best, I could get like 15 FPS on minimum graphic settings, so it was a no. And well, now I have a computer that can run it, and about a little over a year ago, they actually made the game finally galactic. So I kind of want to, but time. In addition to this, one of the older, and I don't mean older, but one of the more long-term viewers of the channel. That I think that's probably the correct way of saying that. Has suggested I play a game called Vintage Story, and I've looked into it, and it looks kind of interesting. And I kind of want to get around to that. Again, time. When to do that. And so that's like all 3 time slots right there. That's all the time I have for like live streaming / recording. I know somebody out there is going to be like, well, there's 7 days in the week. Well, I'm at work paying bills. That's what I'm doing. I gotta sleep, I gotta exercise, I gotta feed myself. But then there are other things that I'm working on, like writing a script for one, or at least trying to, very slowly. Or scouring through old footage to find something worthy of turning into a YouTube short, and then editing it, and making sure the editing is right, and all that sort of thing. Also, 3D art, assuming the chroma key is actually working. If it's not, I'll just switch to like a still frame right here. That's what I did, and that's hopefully what you're seeing in the background. Again, if the chroma key is not working, the green screening. If it's not working right, it's either because the webcam is way too noisy, or well, okay, technically the webcam is way too noisy because it's a webcam. It's just a lousy camera. It's like the bare minimum of cameras. Or well, I mean, in addition to that, the lighting on the green screen is probably not great. Also because it's very shiny for a green screen. Again, it was very cheap. But yeah, doing 3D art. There was a time on the channel when I was like working on a project and a Blender animation, and well, I got this problem. You see, I get an idea and then I add to it, and 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 it gets really, really big and complicated. And then when I start working on it, I realize, you know what? It's a lot more complicated than I thought it was. And I had to like learn more stuff, get more practice in other areas. And at some point, I just like forget about it. And speaking of content that I could do, or okay, technically content that I kind of want to do. I kind of want to like do like a Blender live stream every now and then, like working on like a very small project, like very small. And technically, if you do it right, you can take a big project and break it into like really, really lots and lots of really, really small projects. So I could finish the station project doing that, but again, time is the issue. Okay, yeah. And speaking of time, my raw footage is like 30 minutes now. I've been doing this for 30 minutes. So I should probably like wrap this up now, and I'm terrible at wrapping things up, but so like wait, yeah, bottom line, it's been 5 years. I did a lot of stuff. There's gonna be more content coming out. There's a lot of things I want to do that I probably won't have the time to do because, I'm not doing this full time. I don't have the capacity to do this full time yet. That is the goal. But yeah, in the meantime, just like maybe watch some of my other videos because that helps the algorithm and the thing YouTube stuff. And just like go out and do amazing stuff.